such amazing stuff in there. You really, really, really should do it. Even if you've done it once before, you should do it again. But the biggest piece that blew my mind about this, that I have not stopped talking about and like exploding all over my own personal Facebook wall about, is how to tell your story. And he broke it up, and he broke it down into 4 different parts, okay? And I want you to write these down, okay? Because I actually have a task for you. I don't know if we can do that, Amanda, but I have a task for you for this tonight. So the first one is to tell your story, right? To tell your story, to tell your background. So your background, where you came from, what you've been through. Mine is I was tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I was sick and tired of it. I didn't like it, but this is just your background. So just facts here, okay? I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was a mom worried about how I'm going to pay for diapers. And then it goes into the second part, which is what you didn't like about it. And this is a big, big, big piece to your story, right? Okay, so the first part is your background. The second part is what you didn't like about it. So my example is living paycheck to paycheck. What I didn't like about living paycheck to paycheck is I felt like it was pathetic. I felt like I had to make up stories when my friends wanted to go out to eat or wanted to go out and have drinks or wanted to go do something. I always had to make up lies because I was so embarrassed by not being able to afford to go out with my friends. And I just felt worthless. And I felt like I was never enough. So then the third part of your story is you found a solution. Well, the solution I found was I decided to pay $99 for a kit of makeup, and it's changed my life. Okay. And the fourth piece of this is how you feel about your future. Well, now I feel like I'm enough. I feel like I'm learning that I am more than enough. I feel my life has a purpose. I feel like I no longer have to make up excuses. I can go out and eat with my girlfriends. I've got, more financial freedom. And when he was talking about these 4 things that make up your story, what do you guys think is the most important part? Do you think it's your background? Do you think it's what you didn't like about it? Do you think it's the solution that you found? Do you think it's how you feel about your future? Like when you're telling people about your story, what do you think they're going to really listen to? What's the key part of it? And he talked about, my answer. I'll just be honest with you guys. I thought it was the solution. People want to know the solution, right? People want to know how they can fix their problems, right? No, that's not it at all. Do you know the biggest piece of it is number 2? Is how crappy I felt about my situation. Because you guys, so many times I think we get in this mindset with our business that we've got to make sales, we've got to sponsor people, we've got to go up in color statuses. We forget that we are in a relationship business. And the only way that you're going to connect with other people is to talk about your pain points, is to talk about the things that made you not feel good about yourself. That's what someone can relate to. They're not going to relate to someone that's just talking about, I buy Gucci bags now and I don't have to worry about money anymore. And this is the solution to all your problems. No, people are not going to connect to you throwing solutions at them. What they're going to connect to is the things that you struggled with in your past and the things that made you feel a certain type of way, because we're women, we're feelers, we're emotional beings, you guys. And that's how you're going to connect to people. So just keep in mind that when you're sending these messages, and if you're thinking to yourself at all, and I've been there, you guys, I have so been there and doubting myself and not feeling like I'm good at sending sponsoring messages. I felt like I was in a rut with sponsoring. I felt like, all these things that we kind of tell ourselves on a daily basis that I'm not good enough. But you know what you are good enough? You know what you are good at is having relationships with people. You guys, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, you are an expert at having a relationship with human beings. And that is what you've got to focus on this month. You have to remind yourself that you are building relationships, and those relationships will build and they'll take you where you need to go. If you're building and strengthening your relationships with people, you're going to excel on that color chart. Your PRS is going to spike up because people are going to trust you, and people will start following you, and they will want to hear about your story, and they're going to connect with you, you guys. So you've got to remind yourself you are a relationship expert, okay? And that is the business of what we do, is we build relationships, and that's at the core of what it is. And it just blew my mind. Like, I didn't think about my business. I kept thinking about my business more as, I've got to hit so much PRS. I've got to hit these numbers and da-da-da-da. And when I took it back and I started building more relationships, and when I send my 100 messages a day, you guys, which I think everyone should be sending at least 100. I'm not talking about 100 sponsoring messages, you guys, but in just the communications that you have with people. When people send you a message, don't try to quickly write it off. Have a conversation with them. Take the time to have a conversation with them and build your rapport with them. Okay. So it just blew my mind. I was like, yes, Eric Worre, that's exactly right. A relationship business. That's what we're here for. And once you start focusing on that, you guys, your sponsoring numbers are going to go up. As long as you're doing the things and you're sending those messages out and following up, which I'm sure Tiffany's going to talk about. But as long as you're doing that stuff and you keep it in the core of your mind that I need to build a relationship with this person right now in this moment. I need to have a conversation with them, and I want to talk to them about the things that I've been through, the pain points of my story, and that's where they're going to connect. So the challenge that I have for you guys tonight, if you have not done this already, is to write down your story using that 4-point outline, okay? Your background, what you didn't like about it, the solution you found, which is the easy part, and how you feel about your future.
Damn, girl. Woo! And you know what is crazy, you guys, is that, like, here's the deal. Like, you guys, okay, so when I used to hear people talk like that, I'd be like, how in the hell does she know that stuff? I would always be thinking to myself, how does she know that stuff? Like, how did she get so good? Like, where did she come up with that from? She is growing herself, you guys. Like, she dug, and okay, so here's the thing about Ash Nikki that you guys need to know, is that she realized and she recognized the fact that she was struggling a little bit. And she was like, I need to do something. Like, she was at a point, and Ash, I know you don't mind me saying this, but she was at a point where she was struggling. She was struggling with her business. She didn't know what she was doing wrong. She didn't know where to go. She didn't know what to change. She didn't know. And so instead of sitting there and stopping and saying to herself, you know, I don't know what to do. Maybe I'm just not good at this. I don't know how to get to the next level. We are maxed out on this Zoom, by the way. There's 200 people in here, and that's all we can get is 200 people. Isn't that freaking incredible, by the way? I love it. So here's the deal, is that she recognized that she needed to do something. She didn't sit there and whine and cry like, Amanda, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Help me. No, she sat there instead, and she got mad, and she said, you know what? It's time for a change. It's time for me to do something different. It's time for me to go look through that group, the training page. It's time for me to go search the keywords of the things that I'm struggling with. And it's time for me to make a change and to make a difference and to do something different. Okay. Because she recognizes her self-worth, and she recognizes what she's able to do and what she's capable of. And she recognizes that she has a why that is bigger than freaking anything that you can ever imagine. She has babies to take care of. She has a future to freaking hold on to. She has amazing things in her life that she has to work for. And so she recognized that, and she dove into this Eric Worre training, and she said, you know what, I'm going to go for this, and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do freaking big things. And so that's where she's learning this stuff from. And that is exactly where I learned it from too. I said, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not getting training. I'm not getting the information that I need. So I got to go look elsewhere for it, because I needed this more than I needed to eat, sleep, and breathe, you guys. I needed to take care of my family, and that was non-negotiable for me, because honestly, I'm going to be honest with you girls right here, I knew from the day that I married my husband that he was not supposed to be my husband, and I knew that. And so I knew from that very moment that I needed to do something to protect myself. And so honestly, you guys, I dove into this, and the month that I got married and the month that I was on my honeymoon with my husband, I hit green status. I hit green status. I was on an island with no phone service, and I was determined to succeed, because I knew that I made the wrong decision. And I knew that the only reason why I was with my husband was because he was able to take care of me, and because I couldn't take care of myself. And so I knew that I needed to do something to take care of myself. And I've never told anyone that before, but I will tell you 200 girls on here right now that the only reason why I hustled my business so hard is because I had a future to take care of. I had kids to take care of, and I had myself to look out for. And I knew that the only way that I was going to be able to do that was with this business, because I knew what people were making. I knew that people were making $50,000, $100,000 a month, and I knew that I needed that, and I wanted that so bad. So I stopped at nothing to make that happen. And if you guys stop and you guys don't allow yourself to go to the next level, it's you. It's on you, and it's you that's stopping you. It's nobody else. It's not the lack of training. It's not the lack of anything. It's the lack of you wanting this and you holding yourself back because of fear or excuses or other people in your life that just simply don't support you. And you've got to let that go, because this business can change your life. And you've got to understand that at some point you've got to stop, allowing yourself to fail and holding yourself back. You've got to stop that. Okay, Ash didn't allow her rut to stop her. She allowed it to launch her and catapult her business into the freaking, the great unknown. That's what she did. And that's what you guys need to do too, because I know damn well that there are so many people on here that are feeling that way, that are feeling like they don't think that they're doing it right. They don't feel like they know what they're doing. You guys, there's so many of you on here that are feeling that way right now. And I know that. I know that for a fact. Okay, I can look at you dead in the eye and see within your freaking soul that you don't feel like you know what you're doing, and that you don't feel like you can get to black status. Maybe it's because you don't feel like you got in early enough. Maybe it's because you feel like you don't know what you're doing. Maybe it's because you feel like you just, you're not good enough. You don't know how to do your makeup good enough. You don't feel like you're influential enough. You don't feel like you have the ability to lead. And I want you guys to know that you are bullshitting yourself and you are lying to yourself, okay? Because none of that is true. It's all just a lie that you are telling yourself. You have the ability. You have the freaking ability. Sarah Smith, she's like presenter number 80 bazillion, okay? And she's black status. Okay, she's black status. It doesn't matter when you got in, you guys. What matters is your ability to allow yourself to succeed, allow, and to make the decision to succeed. That's what matters. Okay, and that's what Ash just proved to us right there, is that she allows herself to succeed every day by saying, enough is enough. I'm ready to take this to the next level, and I'm freaking going for it. Okay, so you've got to stop holding yourself back, because my numbers in my back office right now are telling me that a lot of you guys are holding yourself back, and it's time to say enough is enough. It's time to say that you are the one. It's time to say that you are freaking the winner. You are more deserving than you will ever know, and you have everything that you need within you. You just have to put it out there and go get it, and to remember why you started. Like Ash said, she knows why she started. Why did you start? What is your story? And write it down, break it down by that outline that she just gave you guys, because that is the number one priority in your business. Because the moment that you feel like you need to stop, or that you just need to let go of this and stop going because you don't know what you're doing, is when you need to go back to your why. That is the thing that you need to go back to every single time, is why you joined. What was it on that day? What was it on that day, you guys, that you joined? What was going through your mind? What were you thinking? What was the hope that was flowing through you? What was it? What was that feeling that you were having? Were you feeling lost? Were you feeling hopeless? Were you feeling like you didn't know where to go and you thought, well, shit, let's just try something new? Like, what was it? What was it? Was it the fact that you saw somebody struggling with, being a survivor of sexual assault, or, domestic assault, or, verbal assault, or something like that? Did you see somebody who you just connected with so hard and you just said, you know what, I want to make a difference like they're making a difference? Like, what was it? And you've got to write that down, and you've got to know what you're working for and why you're working for it. Okay, that is what you need to do. And that's what you need to know every day. When you wake up, why? When you go to bed, why? Why did you do this? Why do you need to keep going? Why do you need to wake up tomorrow and not say, I'm going to take a break today? Why? You need to know those things. Okay, you guys, you need to know those things. You need to know that, okay? Because I love you and I care about you, and everything I do is for you. Everything that I do is for you. Everything that we all do is for every single one of us. We're in this together. Okay. I don't know why I just went off on that, but damn, I'm glad I did. Okay. All right, you guys. So really take that seriously, what she just told you to do, and that breakdown that she just had you do, you guys, write it down. Like, I was crying. I was in tears when she was saying that, because just hearing my little baby Ash say those things, like, I'm like, oh my God, my baby, it's growing up. Like, that's how I think about you guys. Like, honestly. And I just want you guys to break out of your shell and to break free, man, and just go and become the next freaking Ash Nikki. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want for you guys so bad. So Tiffany, I don't know what the hell she's going to talk about, but whatever she speaks is freaking rainbows and gold and, worth $1 million.
Yeah, I forgot the words. Go Tiffany, go Tiffany, go Tiffany.
So I didn't prepare anything for this really like ahead of time, but I looked at some of the questions that were posted, and I also had a really, really heart to heart with my team tonight, and I want to share some of those with you guys. Wow, that was so incredible, you guys. And that is what Ash and both what Amanda said has inspired me since day one. And I remember from day one that like if I wanted to get to here, I had to visualize myself up here. Like I had to stop looking at myself way down here, and I had to visualize myself up here. If I wanted to be a Black status presenter, I had to walk, talk, and act the part of one. And you know what I did? I did everything that I could to do that. I learned everything. I watched and I soaked it up. But in the process of doing it, you guys, I took action. You have to test and fail. And I took action in the process. But I want to back it up a little bit, because I realize there's some frogs in this room. There's some elephants in this room. And we can tell you guys, you know, like what you need to do to have success. But I think at the end of the day, until you can take care of those issues that you have first, you're never going to get over it. And I'm pretty sure that there's some women on here right now that are watching this that have probably never have gone live, not once. And you know what? If you're finding yourself on this Zoom call, if you're too terrified to go live, that tells me that you want this, that you truly want to be here, and that you want this, and there's something deep in your core telling you that you want this, because I was that person. I remember back to my very first Zoom call, I broke down and cried to the point, I don't know if you remember, Amanda, but you reached out to me and said, Tiffany, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. And she was like, I saw you broke down in the Zoom. And I remember, like, I cried in the Zoom because everything that she was saying, she was talking to me. And I truly felt like that Zoom was for me. And I needed to hear some of these things. And maybe it's not going live, but maybe you're not sending opportunity messages because you're so damn scared about what people are going to say to you. Or maybe it's not the opportunity messages, but you're too damn scared to reach out to your family and your friends and to say, can you buy my bundle and support me this month because I'm going for this big promotion, and that this means everything to me. And the moment that I started getting over those fears is the moment that everything changed for me. And I want to tell you guys something, is that when I first came into this business, I was terrified of everything that came with it. I had a professional job. I worried constantly, not just because of like what people thought about me, because I had I still have acne. It's nothing new. I never had shown anyone what my face looked like before. I'd never gone live before in my life. I didn't even take selfies, you guys. When you talk about someone timid and afraid to go live, like I was timid and afraid, and I never had any intentions of doing anything with this. Never at all. And what struck me was I sat back and I thought about how many, and I changed my mindset on it, how many other women out there feel the same way that I feel? How many other women out there have acne like I have acne? How many other women out there are self-conscious in their skin like I am? What if, just what if, because I didn't see any other unique presenters other than a few that actually had skin problems like me. Or what if I just gave myself this chance? And that's probably what you're sitting here right now thinking to yourself. What if? You might be sitting here right now thinking to yourself, I want a gun for this promotion, but I'm so damn scared because I don't know if I'm capable of it. I don't know if my team is capable. But what if? What if you just put that into your team and put that into yourself? And what if you can do it? You guys, I've seen the impossible happen. Believe me, I would not be at purple status. And I got to purple status in 7 months? 7 months. Like, we've been gunning for Black status for 3 months now. We gunned for Black status when we hit purple. We hit purple and we said, screw that, we're going Black. We were trying to gun for it that month and then for the past 2 months, and I have not stopped, you guys. And it's because I take momentum and I run with it, and I never stop running. I don't care how tired I am. I worked between 50 and 70 hours a week when I started this. I was exhausted, you guys. I was so tired, but you know what? It brings me back to some things that Ash and Amanda said. I looked at this and I said to myself, what do I want from this? What is important to me? Why am I going for this? What do I want to change in my life? What do I want to gain from this opportunity? And for me, number one was confidence. And the only way that I knew that I would ever gain my confidence, the only way that I would ever gain back of feeling misunderstood and a feeling like nobody wants to support me and no one's been there for me, because damn it, they still aren't. So if you're worried about what your family and your friends think, get over it already, because I've been doing this for 9 months and my family and my friends still don't support me to this day. Okay. I found other people to support me in my business. Other people. I don't need them. And one day they will come back to me and they will be calling me for help and they will need me. And that's what I use for my motivation every single day. My family and friends have never supported me in my business. Who knows if they ever, well, my mom does. I mean, she's on disability. She can only afford so much, bless her heart. And she's suffering from cancer on top of that. So other than that, though, my family and my friends, like other people other than my mom, has never supported me. Quit worrying about what people think about you, and you go out there and you get what you want from this opportunity. You get it, because anybody's capable of doing it. We have the tools and we give you guys everything. And I can't even say we, but Amanda has, like, when I found out we had million passwords and all of this incredible training, Ash just talked about it. Like, do you guys know how many presenters on this team actually take the time out of their day to go in there and to put Amanda Lawrence's password and username in, and to take the things that she's paid hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars for us to use? Half the people don't even do it. And half the people give up as soon as they get started because their friends and their family don't support them. But you want to know what I said? I said enough was enough. And you know what? I need to change my life, because I'm tired of being so insecure in my own body, and I'm tired of worrying about what people think about me, and I'm tired of working for somebody else that never appreciates me. And you know what? One thing I've learned about, I've never gotten more gifts in my entire life. I've never been recognized more in my entire life, and it's gonna take hard work. You guys, this is a business. And in the beginning, I was like, wow, I even made excuses. I'm not going to lie. I made excuses. I was like, this just takes too much time. Like, I don't have time for this. Like, I'm too busy. I'm already working all these hours. Like, I'm too busy. I can't even clean my house. Can't even cook dinner, blah, 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 you know. But you know what? It's a business. And I would much rather invest my time into a business that I know is going to leave a legacy behind for my family for years and years to come. And I'm going to tell you guys one thing. If you guys are scared to go live, or if you're scared to send opportunity messages, you're not alone, but you will never get over that. If you continue to feed into that fear, and if you guys don't eat that frog, and if you don't take care of that, and that's one thing that I did, and I didn't do it right away. It took me 3 days after I joined to go live. But there was one thing that Amanda said to me the very first day I joined. And if you guys got presenters joining your team, you need to pass this on to them. And I do every single person that joins my team. There was one thing that she said to me that stuck, and she said, success loves speed. And I was like, I need some success in my life, because I ain't moving up in my company. Like, it's going to take me forever to move up, you know, and I'm like struggling to pay my bills. And she said, success loves speed. And I was like, I had 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out. And I was like, should I go live? Should I go live? Should I do it? And I was like, you know, what do I have to lose? What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose from sending 10 to 20 opportunity messages a day? What do you have to lose from going live every single day, even if it just means 10 minutes a day one day and then 20 minutes the next, or an hour next? What do you have to lose from it? You guys, you have everything to gain. And consistency is key in this business. It's so key. So many people come to me every single day and they're like, no one's watching my videos. How do I get the views? Well, number one, stop focusing on the views that you don't have and start focusing on what is happening in your business. And when I started doing that, and I stopped focusing on the things that weren't happening, and I started focusing on the things that were happening, everything came into place. And when I stopped comparing myself to other people, I was a new presenter, you guys. I couldn't expect to have 20 people watching my videos when I was a new presenter in my first 3 weeks. What? Girlfriend, do you guys know it took me 2 months to have 5 people watching me at once. 5 people watching me at once. And that was, no, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I wasn't consistent every day, but damn it, I was consistent every other day. Okay. Like, I wasn't just like falling off for like 5 or 6 days at a time. I was doing it, but I just wasn't doing everything I needed to do every day. And I started looking like, I was like, and I compared myself from the week before. And I was like, well, if I have 5 viewers this week, maybe this week I can have 7. And if I can have 7 this week, maybe this week I can have 9. What do I need to do to increase that and to do those things? And there's going to be work, you guys. If you're not doing the background work, if you're not messaging people, if you're not interacting with people, so many people come to me and they're like, Tiffany, I don't have views. Well, number one, you cannot compare your views to my views. But if you're not having views, how many people are you interacting with? How many people are you commenting on their posts? Are you uplifting? How many parties are you doing? That's my number one question. Because if you want how many people watching me, I did a ton of parties, like a ton of parties, you guys, a ton to get to where I am. And I really, truly think that people think that I'm kidding when I say this, but you want to know why? Because I wrote down my why, and you can't just visualize it in your head. You got to get that pen and paper out and you got to write it down. Why is this important to you? Why do you want this? What does this mean to you? And a couple other things. You've got to develop a positive addiction. Practice is the key to any skill. You've got to fail forward. Like, you cannot just go live and just expect like your very first like 10 live videos for people to swarm to you. It doesn't happen that way. It takes practice. It takes going. It takes keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again, and you'll get better. If you guys have any idea, most of you guys probably never even saw any of my first, honestly, 30 live videos. You probably laugh and like shit yourself right now. I'm just being real. Like, they were horrible. They were so bad. They were so bad. And I still, to this day, don't know how to put on eyeshadow, but I fake it until I make it, and I go on there and I have fun with it. But the other thing is, there's 3 Ds, the new habit formation. And I started listening to the book today, Eat That Frog. And it's such a good one, you guys. Like, we always give you guys the books to read, and for some reason, my heart was calling me on this one, even though I'm still reading, you know, the How to Build Network Marketing. I mean, don't you worry, girl.
You better, girl.
So don't you worry. But I started listening to this one today, and there were a lot of things in this that really, really got to me. Number one, eat the frog first thing in the morning. And it just kind of happened for me in the beginning. When I first started my journey, I was a very, very busy person. I did not have money for makeup. I joined this opportunity because I couldn't afford makeup. So I had no choice but to go live first thing in the morning. And I did my lives first thing in the morning before I went to work. And it's so crazy now that I'm listening to this book that really, I didn't know it at the time, but I was eating my frog first thing in the morning because that was the thing that most terrified me. I was doing it in the morning and I was getting it out of the way, and then I felt more confident. But then my next frog was sending opportunity messages, and I was so terrified to do it. And I remember messaging Amanda and like, I got to send 10 of these a day. She's like, listen, girl, like, what are you afraid of? And I was just like, I'm afraid. Like, I don't know. I just don't want to do it. You know, like, I don't know what to do. And she was like, the only way that you'll ever get over it is if you do it. So if you're letting, like, and that's so true. Like, your success and your failure is up to you and you alone. You can't blame your sponsor because everything is right here at your fingertips. I'm just being real. Everything is right here. Like, if you truly want this, you will dig and find it. Like, it's right here in front of your face. It's like ice cream that you can just slurp out of a bowl. Like, it's right here. And then the other thing is you can't blame your presenters on your team, because that's what I did in the beginning. I was like, damn it, these girls ain't working. You know, like, I need them working. They're not working. And I was like, finally, light bulb went off. Well, damn it. Let me go find some more people. Mm-hmm. Let me go find some more people that want this as bad as I do. And that's when I learned everything that I needed to know about sponsoring. And that's when I did whatever I had to do. And I figured it out. And I was like, well, what do I need to do to sponsor? So that's when I started growing my network. The other thing is once it becomes a habit, it becomes automatic and it becomes easy to do. So once you practice something over and over and over again, it becomes automatic. It's almost like the 90-day run, you guys. Like, when I started doing the 90-day run, I was terrified of the 90-day runs. I was like, this is a lot of work. Like, it's a lot of work. And I felt exhausted. I was going to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning, waking up at 7, sometimes 6. And I was exhausted, you guys, but I did it anyways because I wanted this and I wanted it fast. And it started to become a habit. So after I quit my jobs, I still use my 90-day run checklist still to this day. All right, so going back to the develop the positive addiction, practice is the key to mastery. There's 3 D's to habit formation, 3 D's. Number 1, decision. You have to make the decision to develop the habit of the task. You have to make, like, what is the task? What do you need to do? What do you want from this? You have to decide first. That's the first thing. Make that decision and make the decision to develop the habit of a task, or make the decision, what task do you need to do? Make that decision. Do you need to go live? Do you need to send opportunity messages? Do you need to do parties? Because I know most of you guys ain't doing them. I know you're not, okay? Because I wasn't doing them. And I'm not going to lie, you guys. I wasn't doing parties. That's why I wasn't moving in my business. That's why I wasn't filtering new people in. The moment I started filtering new people in is the moment that people started watching my live videos, and then you got to do all the things. You got to trust the process too. Number 2, discipline. Practice the principles over and over and over and over and over again. You cannot do it one day and not do it the next and think that you're just going to have a silver platter in your lap. You've got to do it over and over. You've got to have the discipline. That's what separates the real leaders from those that are just like the talkative ones, because I've had them. I mean, and I'm sure you do too. You might be one of them, for all I know, where you say, I want this, I want this, I want this. You talk about it, but you're not putting the discipline and the action and work to get to what you want. And if that's you, then that's okay, but change it, because you deserve this. You deserve this opportunity, and you deserve to change your life. And finally, determination. Once you put those together, the discipline and the decision, and you get those habits locked in, and you're determined to make this happen no matter what happens in your life, it's gonna happen. You guys, I plan on being a unique business owner for the rest of my life. I'm gonna face deaths. I'm gonna face relationship problems. I'm gonna face losing friends. I'm gonna face a lot of things along the way, but I am determined to grow through it as I go through it. And I will not ever let anything jeopardize what I'm going through, you guys. And it's so crazy because, like, everyone has these problems. I've been through them with my husband. My husband was never supportive of my business from the very beginning. He is a little bit now. You guys probably don't know what we're going through, but he wasn't in the beginning. And it's taken my husband literally hitting rock bottom to finally become supportive. And I'm grateful, because sometimes people need that to get to where they are. But you know what, you guys, you're going to go through things in your business, but how bad do you want this? How determined are you? And those are the things. And the one thing that I look at is I embrace them, because they become stories for me to be able to pass on to my friends. They become stories for me to be able to connect with my girls and to be able to say, listen, girl, I've been there, and I know how you feel, but I push through to it, and I know it's hard. But can you imagine where you would be if you push through? Visualize yourself as the person that you want to become. Stop looking at yourself as the person that you are right now, and visualize yourself right now as the person that you want to become, because your mental picture of yourself has a powerful, powerful, powerful effect on your behavior. And that's all I have.
Wow.
So there we go.
Man, like, I swear, you guys, like, you guys talking, like, is making me want to just cry like a child. Like, I can't even, like, God, Tiffany, like, I remember it all, girl. Like, I remember when you first started, and I thought that you were going to quit. Like, I didn't think you would ever do anything with this because of the things that you had said to me. Like, you were like, oh, Amanda, like, I'm just so busy. Like, you don't understand. And, like, there's no way I could do this. I can't go live. I can't do this, that, and the other thing. Like, you just don't, Amanda, you just don't understand, okay? Like, she would say this stuff to me all the time, you guys. Like, she would tell me, I don't understand, that she can't do it, that, dude, she would show up on my Zoom calls, and then I would never talk, like, I wouldn't talk to her for, like, forever. And, like, knowing that and her fear of going live, you guys, like, Tiffany's fear of going live was probably one of the biggest fears of going live that I have ever experienced in my life. Okay, I want that to sink in with you guys for a second. Okay, knowing full well where she is now, that she's about to be black status, and it hasn't even been that long. Okay, knowing that about her, and knowing that she had probably a bigger fear than even those of you who are saying that you are terrified to death to go live. That was Tiffany. Okay, that was Tiffany, because she has a real reason to be afraid of that. She has a real reason. It's a real reason. Okay, you guys, like, you know, she has a condition that causes acne on her skin, and she's very self-conscious about it, you know. And I told her, I'll never forget the conversation I had. I said, there's a girl who has the same thing that you have, maybe a different condition. However, you guys have the same, you know, the same things going on with your skin. And she embraced it, and she used it to grow her business and to get 50,000 followers on Facebook, because she went for it and she literally did not stop. And so then Tiffany, and I showed Tiffany her pictures, and I said, this is her. Like, look at what she's doing. Like, this could be you. This could be you, and your life could change, you know? And it doesn't matter if you guys don't have that or not. It doesn't matter what you have or what you don't have, or how you're different from Tiffany, or how you're different from me, or, you know, you don't have friends on Facebook, or maybe you don't think that you have anything to offer. You have so much to offer, you guys. You have so much to offer. You guys all have something. You guys all have a story. You guys all come from something. You guys all come from somewhere. And I want you guys to know that there are people out there that need to hear where you came from. They need to hear, you know, Sherry saying, well, I'm broke and I'm this and I'm that. And how can I get people to join my team and convince them that this is life changing if my life's not changing? Your life is changing. Your life is changing every day, you guys. Okay. Your life is changing right now. Your life is changing right now. So what I want for you guys to do when you get off of here is I want you guys to go onto your Facebook page, and I want you guys to post a selfie of yourself, or, you know, maybe take a screenshot of yourself here amongst all these women. And I want you to post something and say, you know what aha moment, I want you to post, what aha moment did you have on this call? What aha moment did you have on this call? What did you realize about yourself? You know, what did you realize that you have within you? What did you realize? Where did you realize that you want to go? Where did you realize that you're capable of going? Okay. I want you to post on your Facebook page a picture of yourself, a beautiful picture of yourself. Even just post a picture of yourself right now, because you are beautiful right now, however you are. And I want you guys to share with the world what you learned from this. How did it make you feel to be here? You know, where do you want to go? You know, what is this doing for you? Your life is changing right now. You might not think, because you don't make $1 million yet, and notice I say yet, because you can, and it's all up to you. It's all in your freaking hands, man. Everything that you want is right here, and right here. Okay. Everything that you want is in those places. Okay. All you have to do is let it loose, man. Let it loose and stop holding yourself back. I'm telling you guys, you are going to be your own worst enemy in this business. You're going to be your own worst enemy. The things that you have going on, the busyness, all that stuff, that doesn't mean anything. It's you. It's you that's holding you back, okay? So what I want for you guys to do is I want for you guys to get off of here, and I want you to go share with the world what we have here. What we have here. It's not money that people want. I'll tell you one thing, 90% of people are not going to give a crap about the money. Okay. Now I'm one of those people that really cared about the money. I really wanted money. I'm so money hungry, you guys, and I'm very money motivated. Okay. And so many people are like, well, money doesn't buy happiness. Well, damn sure can freaking buy me a whole lot of other stuff, right? Okay. It can buy me a whole lot of other things that will make me happy. It can pay my bills, which will make me less stressed. Okay. It can freaking give my kids anything that they want, which will make them happy, which makes me happy, right? Okay. It can give me money to buy you all gifts for achieving things that you didn't think that you could achieve. That makes me happy. Okay. Money can buy happiness. Okay. And anybody who says that money can't buy happiness, they are holding themselves back from making money, because they are saying that money doesn't buy happiness. Okay. Money isn't everything. Well, guess what? You're probably broke, aren't you? Okay. If you're one of those people that says that money isn't everything, or money doesn't buy happiness, you're broke. Okay. And that's just the truth, because money is great, you guys. But you know what? The thing is, 90% of the people that join this business are not joining for the money. They are joining because they want something for themselves. They want something more to give them that freedom, to give them that sense of purpose, to make them feel like they belong somewhere. So if you have people on your team, are you helping them to feel like they belong somewhere? Are you loving them? Are you giving them a bigger sense of purpose, you guys? Are you? And that's the thing that you need to ask yourself. Are you making the people on your team feel loved and confident? And are you making them feel like they belong somewhere, like they have something to give and something to offer? That is the thing that you have to understand. If you're just constantly, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? What's wrong with you? Why aren't you doing this? You know what I mean? Like, then your team is not going to want to work with you. They need to see you showing up every day. They need to see your purpose. They need to know why you're doing this. Your team needs to see you just as the people on your Facebook need to see you. They don't care how much money you make. They want to know how you feel. They want to know how you feel. They want to know where you've come from. They want to know that you're a real person, that you have struggles. And I see so many people crying right now. They want to know that they can do this too. They want to know that there's something better for them out there. They want to know that they don't have to be a slave to people telling them that they are worthless every day. You guys want to know how many jobs I've had that made me feel worthless, that told me that I would never, ever, ever get anywhere within that company? Do you want to know how many jobs I've been fired from? Do you want to know how many times I've had people tell me that I have to cover all of my tattoos up because I can't be looking like this? Do you guys want to know? This is the first time in my life that I have ever felt free. This is the first time in my life that I've ever been able to do something for myself and my family, and to be able to take control of what it is that I'm doing here. And I've been able to do whatever it is that I want to do because I know that I'm worthy and I know that I'm capable. And do you want to know something? Looking at all of your faces, all 200 of you right now, I know that you are the same. You are worthy and you are capable, and you can do exactly what I'm doing right here, right now. It makes no difference where you come from and what people have told you. That's BS. What they say doesn't matter. All that matters is that you believe that you can, and then you go out there and you make the decision to make it happen. That's all that matters, you guys. And it's going to take time, and you're going to have moments where you feel like nobody's listening and nobody wants to do this with you. But I want you to know something, you guys. The more that you show up and the more that you keep coming to show people what you're doing, the more messages that you send, you guys, the more that you show up and stay with it and be persistent and be consistent and love on people and show them what this is doing for you. The more that you do that, you guys, the more those no's are going to turn into yeses, and the faster it's going to happen, the less that you give up. Okay? But you have to understand that these people have to see you staying with it. They have to see that you're not going to give up. They have to see that you mean business. They don't want to know about the $1 million that you're making or the Louis Vuitton purse that you can buy. They don't care about that. They want to know that you're not going to be their boss. They want to know that they don't have to go to freaking Boston Market and work every day and have somebody freaking scream at them and tell them to get their fried chicken. Okay? They don't want that. They want to know that they have freedom and that they have options in life and that they are capable of so much more than they ever dreamed of. And that is your job and your duty, to show not only the people on your team that that's what they have here, but to show the people of the world, the 5 billion users on Facebook and the other people out there in the world, you guys, that there is such a better way out there, that there is a gift here, and you have to show them what it's doing for you every single day. Every single day, you guys. Okay? And that's what this is about. So many people are like, well, I'm not getting viewers. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting that. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's how far you can go, how far you can come as a person, and how you can express that to the world. That's what this is about. We are women. And I'm sure there's some men on here, but we are women here. Okay? And the world needs to hear us roar. And the world needs to know that there is a better way out there, and that this is something that can change their lives. That is what the world needs to know. The world needs to know that there is a company out there that believes in them, that wants nothing more than to see them succeed, and that wants nothing more than to help them enhance their own beauty. And that is what we have here with these products, you guys. Okay? I was going to come on here and I was going to give you tools, but you know what? There are plenty of tools in Lash Out Loud. There are plenty of tools in Lash Out Loud, and we will do plenty more Zooms. But you know what? I feel like at this point in time, seeing the reaction on all of your faces right now to what we've been hearing tonight, this is what you guys needed to hear. This is what you guys needed to hear, okay? I want you guys to take a vow tonight, right here and right now, that you are going to stop being inconsistent. You are going to stop not showing up because you don't feel like it, or because you don't believe in yourself, or because you don't feel like you can. I want you to stop saying these negative things to yourself. Stop saying, I can't. Stop saying, this is so hard. Stop saying, this scares me. Stop saying those things. Stop letting the obstacles in your life consume you, and stop adding fuel to your fear by talking about how much it scares you. Okay? Every time that you say, well, this scares me so much, I just can't do it. Every time you think about how you need to do something, but it's so scary to you, you are making that fear bigger. It's just like some dude's ego who freaking thinks that his shit doesn't stink and that he's so freaking amazing, you guys. The more that you tell him those things about himself, the bigger his head is going to get. And the same thing goes with fear. And take it from me, I know about those guys right now. I'm actively dating, okay? But I want you guys to know that the more that you say these things out loud, the more that you say, I'm so scared, the more that you say, I can't do it, the more that you say all of these terrible things, the bigger that is going to get. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to disappear, okay? And you're not going to do this anymore. And you're going to waste this opportunity, okay? And I know that none of you guys think that you'll get here where I am. I know that you don't think for a sliver, for one moment that you can get here, because I know that I didn't think those things either. I know that I didn't think that I would ever be here today. I know that when I was white status, I never thought I was going to get to yellow status. When I was yellow status, I never thought I would get to pink. And when I was pink status, I never thought I would go beyond anything. I didn't think that I would ever even get black status. I thought it was freaking impossible. Okay? But what I want for you guys to know is that what changed that for me was a decision. Okay, the decision that I was going to do whatever it took, because then I kept seeing other people who were just like me. Actually, I kept seeing other people who were less than me hitting black status. And I'm not saying anyone's less than me, but I'm saying people that I thought weren't as good as I was, people who were doing less work than me. And I thought to myself, if they can do it, you damn sure better believe that I can do it. Okay, if any woman or any man on this earth can make something happen, if they can hit rock bottom, then come all the way back up, so can you. Okay, if any woman or any man can go through what you have been through and they can make something of themselves, so can you. Okay, if anyone out there can do anything at all, so can you. And it is time to stop thinking to yourself that you cannot, or that you are afraid, because being afraid is a lie that you have convinced yourself of based on the upbringing that you have been through. Okay, you're not really scared. You're not really scared. You're not going to die, okay? Because I promise you, when you do that thing that you are afraid to do, when you step outside of that comfort zone that you are in, you're going to be very surprised when you don't die, okay? And I can promise you that. All right, you guys. So I want us all to take a vow. And I know that there are so many things that you guys had suggested that I talk about, but I will talk about that. We'll do another Zoom in a couple of days and I'll address those things, you guys. But listen, I don't want to even distract from this right now, because I can feel some fire burning in you guys right now. I can feel some love. I can feel some excitement. I can feel some great things brewing within you guys right now. And I'm freaking loving this vibe right now. I'm loving this energy. I'm loving the looks on your faces. I'm loving the breakthroughs that we are having. And I don't think that I need to go any further than what we just did. Okay. Because I think that we struck some freaking gold here tonight. Okay. And this just confirms with me right here, right now, that this is so important that we show up to these things every day. 200 people showed up for this, you guys. Like, that is big time. That is big time. And it's very important for us all to come together. So I want you guys to vow right here, right now. I want to see this chat blowing up, okay? And then I'm going to post in Lash Out Loud, and I want to see all these people in here, you guys. And I want to see all of you guys say what you took away from this, okay? I want to see what you guys took away from this, and then I want you guys to vow that you are going to stop giving up, that you are going to stop being inconsistent, and that you are going to take control of your future. Today is the day, okay? It is May, May freaking 9th or 8th or something like that, you guys. It's May 8th, I think, today, okay? The first week of the month is gone. What are you going to do different? What are you going to do to get yourself where you want to go? What are you going to do? What are you going to stop doing? And what are you going to start doing to get yourself to that next level? It is May, you guys, and we have the best kudos that we have ever had. It's so cheap and it ships for damn free. The Presenters Kit ships free, you guys. You have all of the tools and every reason, every resource right here, right now to take your business to the next level, you guys. So stop playing games. Take this month and take advantage of what is going on and double freaking promote, okay? Don't slack and maintain, double promote, man. There is so much going on right here, you guys, that you have no idea what you can do with this. Parties, man. Sponsor. Get that robe, you guys. Get that beach tote full of all that freaking free makeup, you guys. Earn Cancun. Grow your business and grow your team so that you can change your life and take control of where you want to go. And that is what we're going to do this month, you guys. That is what we're going to do. We're going to stop playing it small, and we're taking it to the next level, you guys. We're taking it to the damn next level, and I want you guys to vow that you are taking it to the damn next level double time. You are going to freaking 10x your action, and you guys are going to take it to the next level, and you guys are going to spread the word, and you're going to inspire people, and you're going to breathe that belief in them, and you are going to love on people, and you are going to freaking help them succeed just like you want to succeed. And that's what we are going to do here, you guys. And that is what we are made to do. That's what we were put on this earth for, was to make a damn difference, you guys. Okay? So I want us all to take that vow tonight, and I want us all, you guys, to leave here feeling good and knowing full well what we are capable of. And I want us all to take that out there into the freaking field on our live videos, in our parties, you guys. I want us all to go out there and make big things happen while we also make our own dreams come true. And that's what we're going to do, you guys. That is what we're going to do. And I feel like this Zoom is going to change so many damn people's lives. And I want you guys to spread the word and spread it like wildfire. And as soon as you hear someone say, I can't, I won't, or I'm scared, I want you guys to break that for them. I want you guys to be that voice, be that light that they need, be that light. And if you guys want to do that 20 and 30, here's my suggestion. Somebody take initiative. Somebody take initiative. If somebody posts in Lash Out Loud and there's 200 people on here, one of you needs to take an initiative and post in Lash Out Loud and say, hey, I want to start an accountability group. I'm not doing it. I want you guys to do it. Okay. I want you guys to do it. I want to see you guys take control of your business. I want you guys to stop waiting for me to take the action. I want you to take the action tonight, okay? Somebody needs to go and Lash Out Loud and say, hey, I want to do Eric Worre's sponsor 20 people in 30 days, and I'm not playing games, and I want to know who's in this with me. And I want you guys to come together, and I want you guys to start some kind of group or something. My group is finished up in 4 days, a sponsoring run. There's not many people in there. Okay. But the people that are in there are kicking ass. And I want you guys to go in there, and I want somebody to take initiative. And then you guys all work together. Everybody comments on that post and says, I'm in. And then you guys create a group, and you guys freaking run for the rest of this month, and you go sponsor 20 people in the rest of the month. Okay. Not only that, but you grow your sales, and you sell those 10 kudos, and you take your business and you double promote. And I want you guys to feed off of each other's positive energy. And if there's 1 ounce of negativity in that group, I will come in there and I'll shut it down so freaking hard. Okay. But I want you guys to do this for each other. I want you guys to come together for each other. Okay. For a group of women that needs to empower each other and succeed together, because alone we will not succeed, but together we will move mountains. Okay. And I want to see you guys make that happen. All right. So I want somebody to take initiative. I'll approve the first post that I see. Doesn't matter who it is. Just matters that you guys all want it and that you guys are all going to come together and make it happen. So if anybody wants to do that, to take those nodules, you guys, and work together and make it happen, organize something, create a group chat, figure out how you guys are going to work it. Okay. Somebody do that. Somebody do that. Okay. So I love you guys. I'm so grateful that you guys came on here tonight. Man, the people that couldn't show up or the people that couldn't get on, they missed something really freaking special tonight. Okay. So I think, what's today? Tuesday. I think let's come back together. I want to try again on maybe Friday night. Okay. And I want to come together, and I will answer all of your guys' questions that you have, anything that you guys need. And I'll get some of my top leaders on here with me, and we'll answer your questions. We'll answer your objections. We'll do whatever it is that you guys need. As long as you are willing to do the work, we are willing to help you. Okay. I love you girls. Go out there and freaking make a difference, man. Go out there and make a difference. Stop caring about the views and the money and all that crap, and start caring about whose lives you're going to change. Okay. And where you're going to go and how you're going to influence your babies and your family. Worry about that. Okay. Worry about that. What does quitting do and show your family? What does quitting show your babies? Okay. It shows them that they need to quit. Okay. But succeeding and never giving up, it shows them that they can do anything in life. And that's the influence and the impact that you want to have on your babies. And I know damn well that that's right. Even if you don't have any babies, it makes a difference on somebody somewhere. Okay. And that's what we're put here for. We're not put here to exist. We are put here to make a difference. Okay. We're not put here to just sit on the couch and watch TV and freaking watch the Real Housewives get rich as hell. Okay. We're put here to be better than that. And we're put here to make a difference in the world and to make that money while we do it. That's why we're here. Okay. And it is your duty to do so. It is your duty to do so. Okay. You guys, I love you. Have the best night ever. And I will freaking see you guys on what?
They want a picture.
I don't know how to do it. There's 8 pages of people. Okay. Okay, hang on. Let me see. Okay, I'll just take a picture of each page. So here's page 1, and I'll post them in Lash Out Loud. Okay. So here's page 1. Oh shoot! Don't worry about that one. Don't worry about that. Okay, hang on. Oh wait, let me stop the recording. Hang on.